I'm back again today with another card, and today I'll be using the Gina Designs Enchanted Forest stamp set. I'll be using the trees, grass, vines, fairies, like to make a nice little fairy scene. It's exciting. I'm doing a card that's not Stampin' Up. I got all those stamps that I got on Black Friday, and I'm like, let's go ahead and use those. And I love fairies and unicorns and all that, so prepare for some of those. So I'm using my Misty tool, just so that I can make sure that my trees are, perfect. The first card that I did, I used, was it VersaFine ink? And I think I like the Tuxedo Black ink, Memento. Like, I think that's better and it dries faster. The other one I kept smearing. So I would recommend this one and just use your Misty to make it dark. And then I'm taking the grass from the stamp set and doing that at the bottom. And I did that in the Misty because I thought I might need to do it more than once, but once was plenty. Yeah, I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I don't need to do it again. And so I usually cut my paper at 4 by 5 1/4, but that was too big for this stamp, so I just trimmed it down to size to make sure like all the corner, like the white edge was about the same. I just eyeballed it. But my glitter paper that you'll see me put on the card later is going to be the 4 at 5 1/4. And I'll be using some distress inks to create my little enchanted background, and I'll be using Blueprint Sketch, Tumbled Glass, Chipped Sapphire, and Mermaid Lagoon. Then I zoomed in way too much. So I'm just taking these blends again. I want to tell you the brand because they're actually having a sale, I think, right now. I just ordered a second set for my Distress Oxide inks that I have yet to use. Tailored Expressions brushes, that's what these are. And they were having a sale of 30% off. So I got the caddy in the brushes again. Let me see if they're still. This is, today is the 11th, so I'll tell you if they're still on there. Yes. Let's see here. Okay, so these brushes are still on. This isn't sponsored, by the way. I'm just trying to, help y'all out. The brushes are on tailoredexpressions.com, and right now they're 30% off. So they're normally $50 and they're on sale for $34.30, and the little caddy that holds them is normally $17 and is now $11.90. So that's a really good deal. That's like, I think, what I got these brushes for on Black Friday. So if you're interested in these brushes, they work amazing. I love them. So yeah, like I said, not sponsored. I'm just helping y'all out. So I just went from the lightest color in the beginning, or in the middle, to the darkest. So I used Tumbled Glass in the center, and then I used Mermaid Lagoon around that. Then Blueprint Sketch, and now I'm using Chipped Sapphire just to do the edges. And it just kind of creates like this luminescence feel in the forest. Like, you have like this glow where the fairies are, and then it just gets darker as you get away from the fairies. At least that's what was going on in my mind when I was creating this. And I just keep blending until I'm happy with how it looks. It does dry a little bit lighter, like all inks, so. And I feel like once it dries, it's more blended. I think I have something in my throat as usual. Every time I get on here, there's something in my throat. Okay, and now we move on to creating our magical scene. So I'm just taking one of the large fairies in the set. It's actually the second largest. There's 3 fairies, and I'm using the second largest one. Oh, I didn't realize that. There's apparently 3 butterflies in this set. Well, I can't wait to make more cards with this set. I have lots of ideas for this one. And then I took the smaller fairy and put it at the top. That way, they have company. And I took the mushrooms, the blacked out mushrooms, and put them at the bottom. I just wanted to create like a nice little scene. There's so many things, like so many different ways to do scenes with this stamp set. Like it comes with so many stamps. It would, no, I don't have a measuring tape. I was gonna be like, let's see how big this stamp set is. And I just put Dream from the set down there. The sentiments in the set are believe in magic, wish big, and dream. So you could put whichever one. Or you could use a sentiment from another stamp set. This would probably be a card that I give to people like just because, you know, just feel like giving them a card. Brighten up their day. So these vines, I wanted it to look like, you know, in the forest, like there's just vines coming down in all directions. Maybe I went overboard with the vines. I don't know. I think it looks fine. The first card, I think I went overboard with the vines. I was just like, vine happy over here. So, like I even put it in the trees and everything, cascading down. But you definitely want to make sure that you... Well, I find it easier if you stamp like your fairies and stuff in the middle. That way you know where you put your vines. I guess you could put your vines first and then try to put your stuff in. I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't know. I guess it's just personal preference. Like I said, I tried speeding this up to like 600%. Normally I do 400%, but when I rewatched it, it was very splotchy. I don't know if it was too fast or maybe, I don't know. So I went back to 400, but I tried speeding this up a lot faster. I was like, they don't want to watch me stamp a million vines. Okay. And so then I just grab my card base and my glitter paper, and my card base is a regular A2 size card, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and like I said, my glitter paper is 4 by 5 1/4. It just creates a nice little border. You could, if you didn't want to waste your glitter paper, you could punch out or die cut some things in the center and use it for another card. I don't, because I hardly ever used glitter paper, and I think I got it cheap at like Michael's or something. Like Michael's has cheap glitter paper, I think. I need to go to Michael's. I need new storage. I have stamps in the floor. Y'all would not be impressed with my craft space, let's tell you that. And with glitter paper, I like to use a lot of adhesive, like a mixture of adhesives, just because a lot of things, it's hard to adhere to glitter. It doesn't adhere well, I guess. I don't know if I'm saying all this right. I'm taking a new medication for sleep. It's like an allergy pill, hydroxyzine, and it makes me like a zombie. I am just running on caffeine. So if I don't make sense, it's because my mind doesn't make sense right now. So when I'm like going over and with my bone folder to push down like the liquid glue or whatever, I like to put a piece of scrap paper over top of it, especially if I've blended to go over it. That way I don't smear ink. Hopefully that makes sense. And then I just took a rhinestone and put it on her wand. And then I'm taking Wink of Stella and just beating against a paintbrush to put a lot of glitter splatter everywhere. And I didn't do that on the first card. It just randomly popped in my head when I was making the second card. And I really like it. It definitely gives like that Enchanted Forest type feel to it, at least in my eyes. And you can see where the first card, I don't like that VersaFine ink. It doesn't look very good to me. Like, I don't know. It didn't dry it like I wanted it to. But here is the card, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.